the similarities of ancient Rome and America. First off, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, to the Akim out here on the highways and byways, making their bodies a living sacrifice. I want to say shalom to you brothers as well. Continue to fight the good fight of faith. Also, continue to spread the good news, which is the gospel spread across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to you, few sisters as well, listening and learning in silence. All right? Reverence your husbands if you have one, right? Asking them questions at home if they want to know something about this truth. All right? Shalom to you, few sisters as well. And you also continue to fight the good fight of faith, all right? And with this particular video, this particular epistle in the form of a video, making right now is just showing you the similarities between Rome, all right, between Rome and America, man. Okay, and showing the similarities, will give you the understanding on how Rome, all right, came back into power, okay, and that deadly wound was healed, all right. But first, that deadly wound was healed during the Renaissance period, starting around the 1300s and 1400s, and really on up to now, okay. But showing how after the Rome was fell, taken over, starting by Septimian Severus. I believe it's around the 200 something, BC. You can fact check me, but yeah, man, hey, it fell, and then after that was the Byzantine Empire, of course, known as the Dark Ages, all right, called the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, so Rome fell, and was taken over by, the so-called black people, man. Okay, the Dark Ages, where the Moors and everything ruled Europe around 1,000 years, man, a little over 1,000 years. Okay, and that deadly wound was healed, as it can. Hold on, let me see. It's in what's that in Slovakia? I think that's in Malachi, where it said, Edom said, "We are impoverished, but we should return and build the desolate places." I believe it's in Malachi, all right? Chapter 1. It says, Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, it says, "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places," man. All right? And we understand, hey, the Romans, were the Edomites, man. Okay? It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever," man. The Lord has an ongoing hatred, for this people, man. All right, known as the Edomites, man. Okay, and this is the time, of the Renaissance is when they started to rebuild, man. That word Renaissance goes into rebirth. All right, the new rebirth. All right, and that's when they started to build, man. All right, and now it then turned out to be, what we know as, America, man. Okay? America is that little horn, okay, that's in Daniel chapter 7, was talking about, man. All right, when that deadly wound was healed, Rome came back into power. All right, And now you see Rome, ruling once again, man. America has took on the spirit, you know, of Rome. Okay, this is why we call, you know, this is why we call Rome. I mean, Slovakia, America. All right, Rome. Why? Because it embodies everything, the spirit of Rome, man. Everything that Rome came, uh, what was had, they had in their Senate, in their romance or whatever it is when it came to marriages. Okay, America has took that on. Okay, and this was a good read to read, and I was just gonna read a couple things, you know, um, in this little article. But first, let me get Ecclesiastes right quick. All right, Ecclesiastes. I got it right here. This is Ecclesiastes. I'll go Ecclesiastes chapter 1. All right. Let's start at verse. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done." Salakia. And there's no new thing under the sun, man. All right. And that's so true, man. All these nations that has been reigning, all right, they have took on, you know, something from these other nations that preceded them, man. Okay. And we know America, took on, you know, the spirit, you know, of ancient Rome, man. Okay. Ancient Rome, is now known as America, man. Babylon the Great. Okay. It says, verse 10, "Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?" All right. And America really isn't new, man. It's really just Rome, ancient Rome on steroids, pretty much. You know, it's pretty much the Roman Empire on steroids, man. That's revived, okay, fully. All right. Like I said, it was revived where they came and rebuilt the desolate places during the Renaissance era. All right. But America is pretty much the Roman Empire on steroids, man. Verse 10, it says, "Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us," man. Okay? And during that time, Yahweh Shai, when Romans was, during Yahweh Shai's time, all right, he was pushing, of the coming kingdom, man. All right? And the prophets was during the Rome time, was during Roman times, man. And now the Lord has sent back the prophets, man. All right, to do what, man? Prophesy, of the downfall of this kingdom, man. All right, Rome 2.0, man, on steroids, man. Okay, Salaki, I want to get something. Bear with me right quick. Let me see. Yeah. Salakia. Con. Right, because we know Salakia for the pause, but we know, Esau, Edom, was given that blessing, man, of the fatness of the earth, man, right? And were ruled by the sword, man. Okay. And that wasn't fulfilled in ancient Rome, man, but that's being fulfilled right now, man. All right. You understand, how America has supplanted their spirit and their embassies, across the four corners of the earth, man. Okay. and now, America is influencing these other countries, you know, hey, just like Rome had did, man. What is that old saying, man? When you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. All right. And when it comes to America, man, what you do as the Americans do, man. All right. And if you do not pretty much conform to their way or to their system, all right, or to their image or bow down to their image, pretty much, if you don't conform to their ways and for their philosophies and their customs, man, all right, they're gonna cause you to be killed, man, or to be cut off from society, man. Okay. And examples like that is, Muammar Gaddafi, what's the guy named Saddam Hussein, certain things like that, man. They're gonna cause them to to be killed, man. Okay, so like I said, this is Rome 2.0, man, all over, man. Right? The Roman Empire all over again. All right. Um, Let me see, Slovakia. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is Yep. This is Revelations chapter 13. Let me go there. Slovakia. I was looking at my notes. Let's go to Revelations. Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And it says, and I held, this is John, John the Revelator, man. All right. He was the last apostle, that was, pretty much alive at the time, man, because he was the only apostle that didn't get pretty much killed. He didn't die. All right. But he, of course, eventually died. But he was sent to the island of Patmos, man. All right. And when he was sent to that island, man, he was pretty much giving these visions, man. All right, on what was to come. Right. And one of those visions was, this beast, man, from the earth, man. And this beast, it was another beast that came up out of it, man. Okay. And that beast is in the form of that 7 heads and 10 horns, man. As it spoke of earlier, you know, in this, early in this chapter, man. Okay, and them 7 heads, is in the form of what? Germana Major, Germana Minor, Greece, uh, 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 what else? Rome. All right, France, Spain, and let me see, France, Spain, and what's the other one? What's the 7? Oh yeah, Great Britain. How can I forget Great Britain? All right, and the ten horns is in the form of the EU, man, European Union, man. Right? It started off as the 10 horns, man. Okay, and right now, of course, that those 10 horns in the form of all these NATO and all this. I'm sure it's like 29 countries or more, and counting. Somebody can fact check me on that. But this is that beast, man. All right, this is all that NATO, European Union was is the form of that beast. All right, but this right here, verse what's that? Verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of her, out of the earth, and it had 2 horns, what, like a lamb. Okay, 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, man. All right, and those it's like in those 2 horns as a lamb, is now is what now it's ancient Rome, man. All right, it's like you had the plebeians and the patricians, man. All right, and now you have America that has what the Democratic and Republic, man. All right, So those similarities, of the Democratic and Republic was taken from, ancient Rome, man. Okay. Hey, this is, like I say, this is Rome, one on one. I mean, it's like a 2.0. Oh, 2.0, man. All right. So uh, 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 this is that beast coming up out of the earth, man. All right. Another beast. Okay. In the form of America, man. Why? Because what? Those seven heads goes into, one of them is Great Britain. All right. We understand that, Great Britain, pretty much founded America. All right. With those, they had those 13 colonies. All right. And from those 13 colonies, came America came out of that. All right. Okay. So this is how you know this is talking about Rome, man. All right, the ancient Roman Empire. All right, and now, America has taken on that spirit of ancient Rome. You know what? It's another. So it's something that's called I forget the name of it. I think it's called neoclassicism. Let's pull that out right quick. Neoclassicism. Slovakia. But I'm just gonna read a little things about that right quick. Neoclassicism, right? Bear with me right quick. I'm just trying to bring out this info to show you, you know, that this pretty much, man, the architecture, everything about how America was built, was pretty much built, you know, identical as Rome, man. All right. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Neoclassicism. It says neoclassicism, also known as, also spelled as neoclassicism, was a Western cultural movement. You see that? So this is a movement in the decorative and visual arts, literature, theater. So how you see, the amphitheater, or you see these, how the Colosseums was as well. When it comes to the music, certain things. Hey, well, you see the what you call that? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, like I said, it's like a theater, amphitheater. You know, collaborative form of performing arts that uses live performers. You see, the audience, and you see the microphone. And the person that's on the stage. All that came from Rome, man. And guess what? Rome actually came from Greek, or Greece. All right, that's why they say, civilization started with the Greeks. You know, we understand, pursuing the Daniel chapter 7, man, that there were kingdoms. You had the Medo Persians, you know, before the Greeks. All right, and then before them, you had the Babylonians, man. Okay, so it says civilization started with the Greeks. No, that was really the start of the Edomite reign, man. All right, during the time of the Greek, of Alexander the Greek, man. Okay, but let's go back to this right quick. It said neoclassicism, also spelled neoclassicism, was a Western cultural movement in the decorative and visual arts, literature, theater, music, and architecture that drew what? Inspiration. You see that? Let's look at that word inspiration. It shit goes into breath, right? Or inspire. Salakia. Inspiration, right? Oh man. Inspiration. Salakia. Moving a little slow here. It said immediate influence. All right. It said of gods, or a god, and there were a demigod, they think they're God. It said what? Inhaling, breathing in. You see that? Inspiration, man. All right. Spirit. This is what I said, and they came into the spirit, all right, of or the influence of ancient Rome, man. You feel me? It said breathed into, and that's exactly what happened. And what we just read, right here, when it says neoclassicism, man. All right, it's a cultural movement. Okay, it said an act and architecture. The architecture when it comes to the Capitol building. You know, as you see right here. All right. Okay. Washington D.C. All those things was embodied. And the spirit was the spirit. Of ancient Rome. All right. The architecture that you see. In Washington D.C. Okay. Hey, it says what? That drew inspiration, all right, from the art and culture of classical antiquity. You see that? And you see a lot of these things, man, is pretty much a spitting image, man, of America, man. All right. Concrete. Actually, concrete was another thing, another architecture, form of architecture that the Romans used to used to use. Now you see America doing the same thing, man, with the roads. Okay, it says neoclassicism was born in Rome, largely thanks to the writings of Johannes Joachim uh, Wilkenmann. I guess I said that right. At the time of the rediscovery of Pompeii, all right, and Herculaneum, but its popularity spread across Europe as a generation of European art students finished their grand tour, all right, and returned from Italy to their home countries and newly rediscovered Greco-Roman, all right, ideals, man. You see that? And they say Greco-Roman, meaning that was Greece. The Romans came from Greek, man. From Greece, man. You see? So this article right here, from Wikipedia, explains how, you know, America had got its inspiration and was influenced, you know what I'm saying, um, by ancient Rome. Okay, this is how these are the Romans, or the Edomites. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that came back in power, man, and that beast, in the form of those of Great Britain, and those seven heads, had gave the power, to this another beast that is explaining in Revelation 13. Okay, it said, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and it had two horns like a lamb. All right, and what is a lamb? Is known as to be docile, man. Right? And it said, but he spake as a dragon. Okay, which brings to my mind is Psalms chapter 55, man. All right. What's that? Smoother than butter. Forget what verses is. You know. Uh, I'm sure it's, yeah. It's Psalms 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, right? And that's him speaking as a lamb uh, through his legislation system, all right, through his judicial system, okay, shit, especially through his democratic republic. Whether it's when they try to vote for a president, the presidents they'll get in try to get in office saying what they're gonna do, for the so-called blacks, or what they're gonna do for certain situations, when they get voted in. Actually voting is another thing that came from the ancient Romans too, Romans as well too. All right. But anyway, they'll go in, speaking, smooth words. All right. As a lamb, it said, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. All right. And that drawn swords goes back to, the blessing of Esau Edom, man. All right. Why? Because his blessing, was the sword, man. All right. And also was Cain, man. That's why we say, Esau came in the spirit of Cain, man, as well too. All right, through the spirit, he was Cain. Okay, because their blessings was their Cain means spear. All right, and Esau, was given a sword, man. Okay, so this is letting us know that he spake. He spake a slugger. He came like a lamb. All right, but he spake as a dragon, man. All right, he's really, but what was in his heart, man? Okay, so let me see if I want to get another one. Yeah, man, America is a conglomerate, man, and a melting pot, really, of all former nations, man, that was once ruled on the earth, man. When it came to the Greeks, Middle Persia, Babylon, Egypt, Rome, Sodom, you know, as you can see, what's that scripture, Revelations? Let's go there right quick. Revelations 11, you know. That's why we say they came in, America is coming into the spirit. This is the spirit of Babylon the Great. The spirit of Sodom and Egypt. The spirit of Rome as well too. It said, and their dead bodies shall lie in that great slack in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, man. All right, you said it's spiritual. Why? Because it's taking on the spirit of these countries, man. Just like how we just read, in this neoclassicism, man. All right? That cultural movement, man. Why? It said they drew inspiration from, right? That spirit, man, that goes into that breath. Okay? They drew inspiration from ancient Rome, ancient Greek and Rome. All right? Just like this is saying, man. Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. And we know America is a conglomerate, man, or a melting pot of all former nations, man, that once ruled the earth, man. Right? And the influence of these other nations, America took a liking to them, man. All right? Let's look at that word influence. Salakia. I know it's a lot, but I can't, bring it out all at once. I think I spelled that wrong, did I? No, I spelled that. All right? Influence. It says, let me go into it. Let's see what that says. All right? Of certain positions acting upon character, destiny, man. Okay, emanation, influence. All right? It goes into a flowing in. And what flew in, man? What flew into it? The spirit, man. All right? A pouring in, a stream in. Okay? And we're about to read, a lot of the similarities, from ancient Rome, okay, and America, man. Okay? And a lot of these, this neoclassicism, you can, read it yourself, read the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You feel me? But it explains, to the T, okay, on how America, took on the understanding and the likeness and the spirit of ancient Rome and Greece. Okay? Even when it came to the Hellenist period, man, the Hellenists, man. Okay? During the Hellenists, okay, after Alexander the Greek, ruled when he died. It tells you about that in First Maccabees, man. Where wickedness multiplied the earth, man. All right, shit. Okay, and that Hellenist, when what's that? What was his name? Vespasian. All right, and somebody can fact check me, but I believe it was. All right. The successors, one of the successors after Alexander the Great, man. All right, he too, calls, all one people, call for that one world order thing, man. That one world order, man. We got to get it, man. This is why we say this is, Greece, and Rome, all over, man. Okay? Because the same things, that they done there, they doing, right now in Babylon the Great, all right, known as America, man. All right? Let me see if I can find that. This should be around, let me see. It says, let me see. Yeah, this shit right here. First Maccabees 1 and 41, it says, moreover, King Antiochus, Antiochus, that's it, wrote to, I believe this was after uh, uh, Alexander the Greek was killed, man. All right? And Daniel chapter 7 talks about, that leopard, man, as well, too, man. That leopard goes into the Greeks, man. Actually, Revelation 13 was talking about that as well, too. When we went into Revelation 13. When it talks to you about that leopard, man. Okay, and we know that leopard, uh, um, was symbolic of Alexander the Greek's reign. Okay, and we know that, he actually wore a leopard's garment, man. All right, and a leopard's crown. Okay, you can look that up. Okay, this is moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, man, and that's what's going on right now, man. All right. Hey, these Romans is back in power, man, and guess what? They're trying to get that NWO, man, that New World Order, man. Well, what? They want all people to be under one government or one rule, man. A totalitarianism, okay? And how are you going to try to do that, man? Revelations 13 and 16 talks about he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, man, to receive a charagma, all right? A M-A-R-K, all right? In their right hands or in their foreheads, man. All right? And this is how they're going to try to implement this one world government, man. Okay? The same thing that Greece was doing, same thing that Rome was doing. Hey, guess what? That's the same thing, America is doing, man. Hey, guess what? That's the same thing Babylon did, during our first captivity. Hey, Babylon, was trying to build that tower to the heavens, man. Okay? With Nimrod. Okay? And with that, the Lord, that's when the Lord confounded all the tongues and the languages. Okay? And nobody can understand, each other. All right? Verse 42, it says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king, man. Okay? And that's exactly what, what they trying to do, man. All right? That's exactly what's going on to today, man. All right? They want us to lead the laws of the Heavenly Father and these other countries as well, too, man. That is going to serve this beast. Okay? And no longer do they, are they going to, if they have certain customs, when it comes to marriage or whatever it is, those laws, in order to ride this beast, or for America to back you, man, you're gonna have to, do away or reject your laws, man, and receive his, man. Okay, it says so. All the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king, man. All right, and right here, these were Israelites doing this, man. Okay, it said, yeah, many also the Israelites consented to his religion. All right, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath, man. All right, for the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, man. And these laws are strange to us, man. And they've always been strange to us, man. Okay, a man with man. Hey, that's a strange law, man. Okay, and you able to deal and have sex with a beast. That's a strange law, man. All right, these were laws that our Heavenly Father gave us, man. All right, because this is the customs of the heathen, man. This is what the heathen was doing, man. Okay, this is why it was important for us to stay away from these other other countries and other nations, man, because they will cause us, to go off, man. Okay. All right. Well, let me. Yeah, man. So if you read down, you'll be able to understand how, the same thing that was going on, you know, that's going on today. Hey, it went on before, man. Okay. Yeah. So that's the point. That's pretty much the point that was made. You know. Uh. So we can go back into the read, man, and we're gonna close it up. You know. Um. Yeah. Let's just go on into this read, so we can check out some of the similarities. I ain't gonna read it all. You know. But it's not a long read. So I guess I started. It says the Roman public may have fallen, but her influence lived on through the heartbeat of the United States of America. Man, you see that? Hey, it's through the bloodstream of the United States of America, man. It's at the heartbeat. When you got a heartbeat, what is you pretty much alive, man. All right. So this is the revival. Even though it was revived, during the Renaissance era, you know, it has its power now, man, and it's really beating. It's really moving now. Okay, it's moving how it embodied, the same, steps, that Greco-Rome did, man. Ancient Greco-Rome did. All right. It said these words were inspired. They were inspired by the visible reflection of ancient Rome on the present American society. You see that? Even though several similarities exist between the two nations. All right? This article discusses similarities in government, culture, and infrastructure between the two societies, man, as you can see right here through the infrastructures, man. The similarities of the Capitol building, man. All right? Hey, which was stormed, the Capitol building in Rome, I believe, during the time of the reign of Nero. All right, they stormed the Capitol building, man. This is why we say this is Rome, on steroids, man. Ancient Rome on steroids, man. Because the same thing that went on then is going on now, man. When Trump was in office in January 6th, all right, I believe it's 2023. Okay, they stormed, the Capitol building, man. Okay. Hey, look that up, man. In ancient Rome, they did the same thing under Nero, man. And guess what? And guess what? They end up burning down the city as well, too, man, of Rome, and blamed it on the Israelites. So guess what's coming? Okay. It says these words were inspired by the visible reflection of ancient Rome on the present American society, even though several similarities exist between the two nations. This article discusses similarities in government. All right. So the government, when it comes to the Democratic Republic, okay. What is it? What was it? Patricians, yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but I forgot. It says culture. All right. When it comes to those orgies, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, that came from Rome, man, and Greece. Okay. It's an infrastructure between the two societies. Ancient Rome and present-day America share similar systems of government. When constructing the new government, the founding fathers of America looked to Rome for inspiration, man. All right, and that's exactly what happened, man. They looked to Rome. This is why we call this Rome. All right, this is that little horn that it speaks of in Daniel chapter 7. All right. This is that another beast, man. Okay, why? Because they said the founding fathers looked to Rome for inspiration. They could have looked to any other nation, man, but guess what? The Lord put it in their minds, all right, in their hearts. All right, what did it say right here? The heartbeat. The Lord put it in their hearts, man, to be able to look to Rome, for inspiration. It said they drafted the three branches of government just like the threefold system of the government used by the ancient Romans. Both societies have similar justice, right? System that provides a set of rules and procedures that guide the activities of citizens. All right, and that's why you got police, man, to be able to govern the citizens, man, and police the citizens. It said, moreover, both systems of government had Senate arms and converted policies into laws and discussed penitent state-related matters, man. Okay, right? Slovakia. Give me 1 second. Right, Slovakia. Yeah, and Slovakia. Oh yeah, I forgot. In those the three branches of government. Where did it say that at? Right. They drafted the three branches of government, man. The three branches of government is composed, it's the federal government, all right? It's the legislative, uh, the executive, and the judicial, man. Okay? And hey, this is where they wrong. This is where America got, this idea from. Okay? It says another interesting feature in both societies are the similarities in cultures. These similarities range from formal education in classroom, all right? How you get to, the teacher, the classroom setups, okay? Hey, all this was, copied by Rome. It's a carbon copy of Rome, man. Okay? In classrooms, it's a use of the Roman alphabets and writing systems, okay? Look at that, man. That's why we'll have to learn Roman numerals, okay? When you go to school, a nursery school like that, you'll have to go through the Latin, to learn about a lot of these herbs and shit. Okay, a lot of the words being Latin, man. A lot of the medicines being Latin. All right, as writing systems, it said libraries as their cultural gathering place, communication by letters, right? How they used to send out letters like through the mail, how the mail USPS is set up. Okay, Rome had it set up the same way. Okay, newspapers, signposts in centers of towns, mail system, all right, to freedom of worship and affiliation. You could pretty much come here, and be whatever you want to be, worship whatever you want to worship, all right. You have freedom of speech. All that came from Rome, man. All right. And what you thought was the freedom, which is really not a freedom. It said both societies also absorb diverse cultures from far and wide. All right. Now, yeah, because they pulled a lot of culture, customs from Egypt. That's why we read in the Revelations 11 and 8. This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, and we know why. Okay, we know it. We know why it's Sodom. All right. You can just go outside, every day, and you'll see that, man. You'll see, a more or two, around you, man. Okay. And that was going on in Egypt as well, too, man. And we know it was going on in Rome, Greece, and Rome, man. All right. Alexander the Great was known to have a boyfriend here, there, slocking, man. But anywho, it said, nonetheless, in recent times, the modern day American society also become more liberal. You see that? And that's how America has become more liberal, man. Okay. Like the Romans were in terms of what? Sexuality and freedom of choice. What that sound like? Okay. Don't that sound like, America? America, you got the LGBTQKLP, NMLOP, all types of letters, Shit, the freedom to choose and to be, a dog if you want to. You could be a tree if you want to. Okay, you could be a boy if you're a girl, and if you could be a girl if you're a boy. Okay? Hey, that ain't no new thing, in America, man. Hey, America got this spirit of what? Ancient Rome. You guessed it, Greco-Rome. It said finally both societies have similarities in style and organization. Right? I believe the black robes in the judicial system, that the judges wear, goes back to them as well too, man. And all that is witchcraft, man. Okay. It said in style and organization of infrastructure, the Romans built thousands of miles of road networks such that all roads led to Rome, man. Right, and that's how you can understand, that you was in Rome, man. Because all the roads was made out of that concrete, man. All right, that's why how they stayed in Rome. You can understand how when you got outside of the confines of Rome, the road changed, man. Okay, and that's how it is. When you go to these other countries, man. They have different roads as well too, and a lot of countries still use the dirt, man, as a road. Okay, but a lot of them has taken on, the customs of and the infrastructure as America as well too. Okay, when you go to these other countries, it said other facilities included tunnels. You see that, and we got tunnels and to transport water, diverse rivers, open mountains to roads, and even underwater tunnels, bridges through the use of arches or arcs. Water systems and pipes supplying citizens and draining the use of water. You see that? How we receive our water right now today? You know? Hey, this is how ancient Rome used to be, man. All right? It said the massive buildings like stadia or coliseums for entertainment. You see that? All right, the Coliseum, the big Coliseum that's in Rome. That's your what? Your football stages, your stadiums, man, your basketball stadiums, your Olympic, when you go to the Olympics, okay? All that came from Greco-Rome, man. Okay? That's it, man. Your boxing entertainment, man. Okay? These are gladiators, man. Okay? That's why we say it, America took on the spirit of Rome, man. Similar, albeit, right? More advanced and modern infrastructures have permeated the nook and crannies of America, reflecting the similarities in infrastructural ideals. Man. All right. It says, conclusion, the similarities that today's American society share with ancient Rome are enormous, man. All right. From everything, man. Everything that America do, man. All right. Is based off what Rome was used to do, ancient Rome. It said, however, this short article only highlights similarities in government, culture, and infrastructures, right? Now, so you can imagine all the rest of the categories, that America is similar in. It said these glaring similarities could only have evolved because the fact that America's founding fathers were inspired by the ancient Roman Republic. Okay, you see that? And this is how guess what? The Romans, killed Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And guess what? The Romans is going to be back, on the earth, man, when Yahweh Shai return, man. Okay? And he going to get the ones that pierced him, man. Those that pierced Yahweh Shai, man, guess what? They're going to be on earth, man. All right? And the Lord said he's not going to meet you as a man, all right? This time he gonna come for blood, man. When he was on earth, you know what I'm saying, the first time, guess what? He was coming, to die, for his people, man. All right, he was coming to be a lion, man. But this time, he gonna come to be a lion, man. Okay, and devour his enemies, man. Thus says the Lord. Thus says the Holy Scriptures, man. All right. And with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and the bishops. All right, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom, shalom, Kwame Yashua Allah. All right, on to the next. Shalom.